Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Gaming the Max and part 3 of our Hearts of Iron 4, the Nationalist Military Government of China, or the Right Kuomintang. So, in the last episode, we have went to war against the Ching government and its allies, the Shaanxi and Hunan, or technically they went to war with us. We managed to defeat the National Protection Alliance. Well, we really didn't. The Ching government did. We got to take a large portion of the land and then got pushed back to where we've been defending at. We've managed to stalemate against the Ching right now. The Guangxi AI was absolutely losing its mind, so I took all of their troops, and now I'm trying to close this pocket and push Hunan and its military out. There's not a lot of units down here because during the middle of our big fight with the Qing government, the Fangtang government thankfully declared war, started making ground, and is now starting to lose ground. So hopefully, my hope is that the Fangtang will actually be pushed back, start to lose, and then have to call the Empire of Japan into the war. If the Empire of Japan does come into the war, we have a much higher chance of winning against the Qing. Right now, we are on a heavy defensive, hoping that we'll be able to hold all of my troops, especially my actual infantry guys, are very strong veterans. We have some with artillery, we have some that aren't with artillery, and then down here are our Guangxi allied troops, and we can see that they are about 61% towards capitulation. So let's jump on in. We're immediately going to stop attacking here. I don't want you to move. And then we are also expecting an attack from the League of the Southeast Provinces. They've shown interest in attacking us, so we're kind of holding off right now, hoping that they don't, but it'll just be time till they do. And before we start up, I actually would like to go look at the infantry equipment and buy some from some different people. So some Mausers from good old Ethiopia. Let's do 4. And some rifles from South Africa. We'll do 2. That leaves nothing for our military factory, but that is okay. And we also have 150 political power, so we can jump up. Maybe this entrenchment specialist, artillery. Night operations, no. What we got here? Political power, stability. Our stability is pretty horrible. It's at negative 21%. Or not negative, I'm sorry, it's at 21%, which isn't actually horrible, never mind. Disregard. We can get stability. Monthly population. Probably this guy. Consumer goods factor, negative 9%, and then the resistance activity chance. And we do need steel, but we'll hold off on steel for right now. Alright. Ethiopia and South Africa both approved those buys. Slowly but surely, I would like to shrink this up just a hair. because they, Guangxi has their own military down here holding, so. Exporting our yields, that gives us better modifications to our new UNE's economy and +1 political power for 60 days. Let's do the Tusi debacle. Trying to hold there. There we go. Try to retake their capital here at Guangzhou. Must definitely have better infantry than we do. Oh, please get in there. There we go. There we go. The Bernzinji insurrection. Nicaragua was capitulated. A lot of red on the map. If we can pin them down for a minute. Let's see. Don't have enough to do anything right now. see if this was a viable option for anything. Military reforms march onward, having taken our first steps to improving the quality of our army. Further initiatives soon followed. Localized units have been broken up and redistributed, with some officers outright expelled for corruption. Training similarly has been revamped from the ground up, bringing our forces up to speed with modern techniques. There has been plenty of grumbling from members of the old guard, particularly those who have benefited from the regional nature of the old forces. However, this patchwork model was sometimes more effective in the early days of the warlord era, have no place in the future of our military. Replaces systematic military shortcomings with military reforms in progress. Gives us 15% mobilization speed, 5% division organization, defense 5%, and max entrenchment 5%. Our armies triumph even on the battlefield. So now we're on military reforms in progress. I think we have one more here, and probably that one there. So. Yeah, see, I'm thinking they're gonna attack here at some point. That's my guess. Push him up north. Kurdistan capitulated. Move you here. Hopefully they'll be alright. Yeah. I was hoping that wouldn't have been a failed offensive, but we've lost 17,000. They've lost 83,000. That's mostly to the Fang Tang government. Ottomans declare war on the Kingdom of Egypt. War in the desert. Kingdom of Georgia joins the Reichspact. Syria joins the war. South Africa declared war on the Republic of South Africa. Southern Rhodesia. Started the Third Boer War, the Tutsi debacle. The Tutsi leaders of the frontier have always presented a challenge to their provisional government. While they are generally respected in their communities, their interests usually clash with each other and our administration very often, which leads to unpleasant confrontations. So far, we've upheld their independence and we haven't tried to incorporate their domains into our government. However, as the frontier is filled with resources, perhaps it's finally time to put an end to their pseudo-feudalist rule and integrate these areas into our government. Tutsi-friendly policies gives resource efficiency gain negative 10%, recruitable popularity factor 5%, division defense on court area 5%, or their leaders disenfranchised, we get resource gain efficiency 10%, recruitable population factor negative 5%. Let's see. I can fix the resource gain efficiency, which I can also get more recruitable population anyway. Yeah, we'll do Tutsi friendly policies. Frontier mining. Let's expand the opium production. Do this. I'm afraid of losing this territory over here. Rebellion in Yemen. Our finest hour. British politician and former Lord of the Admiralty Winston Churchill has published a new book, part of an emerging genre known as alternate history, concerning the Great War. The story takes the perspective of a young British soldier returning from a victorious Gallipoli campaign amid a world radically different from our own. In this timeline, Theodore Roosevelt and his Bull Moose Party win the 1912 American presidential elections, leading to an American entry in the Weltkrieg and an Entente victory. A defeated and partially occupied Germany is gripped by constant economic and political crises, witnessing the defeat of the whites in the Russian Civil War, and is cooped by a bitter and extremely nationalist Adam Dressler. He leads the German workers' parties, who follows the ideology of people's socialism, an extreme version of national populism. The novel ends with the beginning of a three-sided war between Dressler's New Reich, the Western Entente led by the dominant British Empire, and a Soviet Russia led by Sergei Kirov. The book has divided critics, with some praising its attention to detail, while others criticize it for its large flaws in historical logic. Churchill has commented that something like this could have happened in another universe. What a childish fantasy. We just need to hold. Let's do army reforms again. Syria capitulated. They're sending me 5 convoys, perfect. Full. We're finally positive on some infantry equipment. Persia declared war on the Ottomans. No longer getting agricultural, so we're not getting 2.36 political power a day. We don't have any forts. The entrenchment speed's nice, but so you're my artillery guy, and you are my artillery guy. I think you're a little bit better. So we just don't have any artillery to really use. Organization. Train production stability. More weekly stability. Plus 0.3 stability a week. One more monthly population, division attrition. I don't like him. Armenian uprising. Follow Buenos Aires. Yeah, Argentina lost. So you hate me, you hate me, you hate me. I think I'm going to improve relations with Russia for a little bit, try to get some equipment from them. Alright, Maliante proposes banning opium usage. Despite the reliance on the opium trade Yunnan has had for the last 20 years, Minister Miao Yonte, with a lot of support from the Kunming Assembly, has proclaimed that the opium trade has to be eliminated from Yunnan. His main argument is that historically Yunnan has been the second largest producer of opium in the region, being dwarfed by Sichuan, which is the greatest opium producer in all of China. As such, we would never be able to keep up with their production, and they took the majority of the market's demand. On the other hand, we cannot abandon it immediately, as our majority of our government revenue depends on it. Thus, it is proposed to outlaw the usage of the drug to curfew its influences, rake in some additional money through the fines, and start government programs in order to keep or help the Unionese addicts to move past their addiction. However, the final decision rests on Zupid. Ban it. Gives daily political power gain negative 0.20, consumer goods factor negative 10%, division recovery plus 10%, or keep it. Gives us some war support, some consumer goods factory about 3%, and political power gain. We'll ban it. Help later. And seek new markets. Do that, our economy will improve. Albania declares war on the Serbians. So they moved in to help Bulgaria. And the two Sicilies is about to fall. Vladimir the Third. Let's see. Need my artillery unit. Yeah. I want 10 more review. they'll start getting pushed back here pretty soon. They are giving us rifles. I forgot about that. Let's go on to the international market again. And what type of planes do they have? Let's see, some Finnish guns, some Russian trucks. There's Ireland selling a bunch of stuff. I need convoys for that. Don't need convoys for that though. Put 5 factories on that. I don't think we really need any support equipment right now. Take that. Flanders, Wallonia. We'll do 3. And they both accepted. Thank you. All right. See Russia. Give it some more time with that. Let that increase. They will now. And some convoys. 24 convoys and 2,300 rifles. My only question is that hopefully no. Okay, so it's overland. Kind of thankful for the Ching right now because they have made my army incredibly experienced. Contracts will take a few days. You all are an integration. intelligence agency. We might do that later. Tang government's losing some victory points. I can't remember if let me click on here, if that's like a focus that they have to have. I can't remember. They didn't go down the Japanese route though, but how long for this to be? 14 days. There goes the 2 Sicilies. Australasia fell. We can establish a civilian party. Not too worried about that right now. We really probably need to focus on our military. I know we can acquire planes. We go right there. Might be worth it. Our economy will improve. It's an extra research slot. Can't really do anything with that. Alright. Try out to get a couple of planes. Sindos take over in Australia. These will be in 7 days. And then hopefully that Russian equipment will be in 9 days. So 9 days, if we can hold out for 9 days, hopefully. We'll get on artillery because we're building our own. Ma Jian publishes the Chinese Quran. Having long suffered from poor translations and standardizations, Ma Jian has finally published his own translation of the Quran, utilizing his knowledge in Arabic translation to Chinese to more accurately display the teachings of Islam in the Hugh schools of the province. I wonder if this will actually become standard, gain 25 political power. Yes, tank development. We'll do, I think, let's see. Got our engineers companies. Yes, finally. Got those Russian equipment. This delivery, just a few more days, 22 more days, and then 21 more days. Perfect. Oh yeah, infantry equipment. These guys can't push, but we now have 30 convoys. When I get these 10 units trained up, I can put them probably right here and push down. Even if they're not very good units. Oh yeah, I need to research excavation 1. Start building this. Train wise, I think we'll be good here pretty soon on not having trains at all in the production. Trade or steal from somebody. Steal probably from Russia. Okay, let's try to get some better. Excavation 1. Southern Rhodesia capitulated. See, now they're the ones with the supply issue, not me. Perfect. Now trade. I'm sorry. Get us that intelligence agency. National Intelligence Services, the NIS. We need some additional steel. I needed this to finish out. Oops. Communities Air Force. Let's do acquire fighter planes. Let's see. All the defenses are good right now. May 18th, right? Ecuador's capitulated. Start to get steel from Russia. Two more military factories. You probably what? Your skill's at level 4, level 6, level 3. But you have Mountaineer, which is really nice. We'll give you Infantry Expert. I don't know if Infantry Expert gets along with the Irregulars, but we'll see. Traits, funds gained. Base war support. That'd be useful. War support's not that great right now. Oh, they're still made it up there. Holding over here, barely. Mai Zhen seeks to travel to Mecca. After finishing his pilgrimages around Yunnan and helping found some schools on the frontier, Mai Zhen has requested funds from our government once more to travel to Mecca. While many Muslims in Yunnan would be glad to receive news from the home of Islam after the recent news of turmoil in the region, but it's not something we necessarily need to afford. We'll fund it. Yeah, diplomatic actions can't. That's fine. We've got a pretty good relationship with them right now. I would like to vision designer. We don't have MP's research, do we? No. Vision designer. Duplicate. Infantry, infantry. Artillery, artillery. Engineer company, and recon. This is a super, super expensive unit. Now you might be like, hey, you're going to go over your maximum support divisions. You're right. And the only reason I'm doing this is so I can try to get some more equipment out of the Russians. So I have no auto artillery. Oh. Just send me some. That says I'm negative on infantry equipment on that. Ooh, I am. Oh, they won't? There's that. I'll have to wait for our one spy to come about. Hopefully acquire those new fighters soon. I think that takes political power, so. Fall of Cape Town, South Africa. The Society of the Bamboo King. Hurt our stability. You establish a civilian party. Let's see. Acquire fighter planes. 25 fighters has a buildable fighter. Okay. Need to research some fighter equipment. research bombs. Yeah, the Fang Tang are getting pushed back now. Natal capitulates. Wait, where's Natal at? It's down here, right? Yeah. Well, because they naval invaded. Alright, wait, you probably really like me then. Yes. Middle Africa probably likes me, but I don't think they can send me any equipment. Yeah, because they're a puppet. Spain likes me. United States hates me, but... Over there to help. We'll get a spy now. Let's see, capture cipher. No, seducer. And immediately begin to root out resistance. One fight I'm not winning right now, and I'm moving a unit in there to assist. Alright. I need a really good offensive general, and it looks like it's going to be him. Oh, you're a Kuomintang. Oh, yeah, but your defense is horrible, so yeah. You're it, buddy. Two more coming out. We got a really, really good economy now. Oh, they're starting another all the way offensive. Establish a civilian party. Stability, war support. What's the fate of the assembly? Despite Unan's leadership in the National Protection War, its reputation as democratic bastion, its provisional assembly has always been marred by corruption and stacked with Yunnan clique loyalists. In some cases, representatives are military officers. A decision must be made about the future. Let's get... This is loot, right? Yeah. Put you... One more day, maybe? 1 or 2 more days? Yeah. There he is. Yemen's capitulated. Take back this area here. we're doing good right now. We're doing fine right now. The Second Sino-Japanese War. There we go. That was what we were hoping for. Kind of. United fronts formed in the face of foreign threats. Various policymakers, patriots, and intellectuals have proposed the warring Chinese factions come together into one Chinese united front. In the name of the common national security, we as Chinese state have been included in such decisions, and there are many within the NRA that have petitioned Xu Pi to move towards the alliance, although it cannot possibly last forever. It's patriotic duty of all Chinese to defend the nation from enemy aggression. We weigh our options. Nope. See, some more steel, some aluminum. I have a faction. I thought it was a faction. Light tanks. China's found itself with a major power fighting from it on the foolish decision of China still divide. We should know issue with current enemies in Nanjing. It's a true truth. The aggressor has been defeated. We must not forget that all imperialists want our riches. We have nothing to lose. They accept the ceasefire. Agreeing with the needs for the national unity of the dire times. Has agreed to ceasefire with representatives of our united front. For the most part, forces have withdrawn to the status quo positions, which many cause fraction, but in the grand scheme of things has been peaceful. We're very fortunate that Nanjing has seen reason. Oh, that ended the war in its entirety. Nope. Brought the fair share in the right Kuomintang army. After considerable effort, our military has been thoroughly reformed, having successfully reformed the core components of our military. The difficult work of reintegrating the allied and auxiliary units that we have inherited from time past began. Our high command is pleased to report their efforts across the last few months as a success, although there remains issues with ghost soldiers, corrupt payrolls, and desertions. There's still little doubt we have come a long way. Our armies triumph even off the battlefield. We gain a reformed military force, which is plus 5% mobilization speed, division organization, division defense, and max entrenchment. Supply combat penalties on core territories plus 15%. Alright. We have low manpower. Get you root out resistance. All these areas. Yeah, you guys go fight the Fang Tang government. Fate of the Assembly. Towards our equipment. Yeah, centralized army with prioritize our equipment. See rubber from the Germans. Not enough manpower. Research. 32 more days, then we'll get MPs. Alright, perfect. Well, Guangzhou can now start to rebuild their forces. I think cannot return their forces.
是的，长官。
Any expeditionary forces will return home? No. They're not expeditionary forces, they're actually real. Well, that peace that we've made hopefully will last for a few minutes. I'm kind of glad that that worked the way it did, because we were like, hey, make peace. And they were like, oh, yeah, sure. And we got all the territories except for one of the National Protection Alliance. So we can sit here, rebuild, try to get stronger, and then go to declare war on the Ching again. Alright, well, I hope you guys have enjoyed episode 3, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.